The wicked one is on a mission. The pen manual and the transmission. Who not like it, better make a decision.
If anyone else is in here lurking, let me know. This is like 2 slow weeks back to back now. Like, am I losing my touch? Like, am I not? People, please don't like me no more. Nah, I'm playing. It was chillier today. Like, weather-wise, it was... I went outside and even inside I had the window open and I was like, when I went to close the window, I was like, where's that chill coming from? Like, you know what I mean? It's too early for me to be turning on the heat. Like, okay, here's my question to you. Are there months when you don't use the heating? Or you are any situation goes, as long as you need to be warm, the heating goes on? Because I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't feel like heating needs to be turned on in my house until November, maybe. Sometimes even December. Like, I'm not forcing it. I'll just layer up if I need to between now and the end of October. Once it starts getting bitterly cold, again, I'm gonna find a way to cope. This icebreaker thing ain't for me. Or you could have Googled an icebreaker by now and found an interesting topic or question to ask. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I hate the cold. So yeah, so is your heating turned on all year round, or are there times of the year where you just won't use it? Obviously, summer withstanding summer. Even though sometimes summer can get... There are times where the weather is surprising for summer. So I don't know. But yeah, heating don't really generally go on around here until I'm thinking November. And honestly, if I need to be warm, the heating is on. Wow. Man. Can't do it, you know. Feel like maybe mid-October. I'm gonna give it till mid-October. And then maybe the heat can go on. And even another thing I don't like with the heating is that dry. I think I've said this to people before. I don't like that dry heat. So what is it? You got sauna, you got the steam room and sauna. Is it sauna? Sauna and steam room. What's the one that's made out of wood or whatever? That's the sauna, right? Is that a sauna? Is that what you call it? That's that one, right? Steam room I can do. The sauna, that dry heat, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. I don't like the way it feels. I feel like it dries out my skin, it dries out my throat, it dries out just everything. My beard, everything's all bristle. Like, I don't like it. So that's another reason I don't really mess with central heating too tough. If it can be helped, I'll avoid it at all costs. Like, for real. But yeah. So yeah, that did feel... I don't work well when I'm cold. But why can't you stay warm with clothes? That's a failing on you. Nah, I tell you what though. So like this that I'm wearing is like a base layer, or thermal I should say, from Uniqlo. These things are legit. This one's a long sleeve, but generally you don't even need the long sleeve ones. The short sleeve ones keep you warm enough. They're really good, and then they're so thin that you could dress normally. I could wear a normal whatever I'd wear usually over it, a normal shirt, a normal polo, normal t-shirt, and it wouldn't look like you're wearing layers, but you're super warm. You can get this is the thing I refuse to wear, long johns. I won't do it. I remember my cousin came over from New York. He's a younger for us still. I saw a man wearing long johns. And we I'm not gonna lie, we took the piss out of him for the duration of his trip. Like we no way. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see myself doing it. But then again, you know, as I start to advance in age, maybe that will need to change. But yeah, no, don't see myself wearing long johns. No. No thanks. I wear thermals up top, nothing else. I heard they make thermal underwear. Maybe I should try that. But then I don't like the principle of the crown jewels and that being slow roasted. Like, your body produces enough heat. That's probably what it is. You got circulation issues. Why you can't always be cold. No way, right? If you're wearing clothes, so why are you cold? Like, we're talking outside of like a what you. So you just put the heat on and just be rolling around in like t-shirt and shorts. Or you like reasonably like covered up and then you still need the heat. Like, what situation are we dealing with here? And yes, come on, pick a. You still gotta pick an icebreaker, my word. And is anyone else in the chat? Like, if you're lurking, let me know. Like, if you're there, let me know. Cause yeah, like we've got nearly the first hour done. Woo! Oh, yeah, needed that stretch. Well, hey, okay, you pick an icebreaker for us, please. Pick a topic that everyone has to. Oh my gosh, we got 2 people saying no. You know the rules, right? The first person comes in, does it, but you're like the second person, so come on, someone pick a topic. Pick a topic or pick a question. Can even be like it could be a calm question, like we've done most of the heavy ones of where would you live if it wasn't for London, or if it wasn't like if you were gonna leave, go live in another country, what would it be? We've done if you had unlimited money, what would you do? We've done if you had superpowers, what would they be and why? We've done if you could be reincarnated as an animal, what would it be? We've done what color is your aura? We've done many of these topics. Here we go. If your life were turned into a movie, who would play you? I've already got the answer to that. It's really simple. Daniel Kaluuya. I ain't gonna hesitate. I just think he's got the required timing, and he's also like low-key hilarious. I don't know if he gets enough credit for how funny he is. So I feel like that's me. Like, I'm this big ball of banter, but underappreciated, you know. But yeah, Daniel Kaluuya would play me in a movie, 100%. What about you? Who would play you? What would I call the movie about me? The Enigma? Yeah, probably. Yeah, The Enigma. Or Enigma. Or Enigma M. No, Enigma J. Enigma JM? JM Enigma? I don't know. Something Enigma. Halloween. Anyone dressing up? What you going as? What you feeling? Or if you don't do Halloween, why? Evening one and all. Bless up, bless up. You came in right as the icebreaker landed. Your timing was impeccable. Let me give Ali C her props. Let me copy and paste that as well. Today's icebreaker comes from the legendary. Nah, do you even deserve them kind of compliments there and them kind of superlative? I don't know, you know. Alright, I'm gonna give you it anyway. I'm gonna give you your props. There you go. The legendary Ali C. And it says, thank you. I will definitely hydrate. Or do I sound dry? I already said Daniel Kaluuya would play me in my movie. In a movie about me. Come on, everyone else has got to pick. Shouldn't be that hard. Come on, pick an actor, actress, acting person, or whatever. Got it for them, got it for them, got it for Dan and got it for Gwen. G. She tell me if it done. A credit alone done. She tell me if it done. A credit alone. Ayo back for ya Ben. For ya Ben, ayo back for ya Ben. Quicker than a telegram, I saw me send it. Who's here? Let's do the register real quick. See, now I've got a question for you. What kind of person were you in school? Like, if you were to pick an archetype, were you like the studious one, the prankster, the comedian, the quiet one, the talker, like the popular one, the athlete? Like, what would you say? What would you say your school archetype was? The ringleader, gang leader, whatever. Like, what were you in school? Or if you're multiple, let us know. What's for dinner, Fro? What's going on? What has everyone had for dinner anyway? I'm intrigued. Not gonna lie, I kept it basic today. Went across the road, had chicken and chips. Didn't actually enjoy it. I felt like I just, like, you just eat for eating's sake. I feel like that's what I did. I like to enjoy my food generally. So yeah. Good thing I'm not the kind of person that needs to watch calories or anything. I can eat what I want, generally. I do. Also, I guess another question to put out there is there anything you want to achieve before the end of the year? For me, I just want to successfully reintegrate like exercise and wellness as a priority. Like, it's all good. I've been spending a lot of time editing, posting a lot of videos. We'll talk about the algorithm and all the short form videos I've been posting. We'll get into that as this goes along. But yeah, it can sometimes be. I'm used to spending a lot of time at my desk. I'm used to being here a lot, right here. And this is why I chose this as like my backdrop, because it's the reality of a lot of the time I'm behind this desk working on my, whether it's music or like filming or, or just like my ideas come to me here, or spend a lot of time right here. But then I'm the kind of person where once I'm like heavily engrossed in what I'm doing, I could stay locked in and just stay here for sun up till sundown. I could do that. Just, if I have everything that I need to do, like everything is there for me to do. Make a thumbnail image for the video, edit the video, work on the audio, and then sometimes at the end of it, I've done it and I'm like, I don't want to use the music I've used before. Let me go cook something up, or let me go take a loop and flesh out the loop and do some other bits with it. And then, okay, the video's half an hour, the song, the music I'm working with needs to at least be 15 minutes long so that I can just loop it twice, and all of that stuff. All of them processes are going through it, and I always want them to be done. I don't want to leave. Once I start it, I don't want to leave it half done. So that whole process of everything I've just mentioned, I like for it to be done in one session, so I can end up here a long time. Whereas there was a time when I would either work out first thing and then come to this afterwards, or I would make sure I take like these long breaks in between. And generally, I do find time in between like rendering and exporting. But I need for like wellness and exercise to really be a thing that's like, I don't feel like I have to fit it in between. It just has its own slot on the schedule, so I'm trying to get that I'm trying to get that back before the end of the year. Also want to post, man. I need to see the amount of days on the cat that I left on. How many days are left in the year? Can someone check real quick? But I want to see if I can get my YouTube channel to 200 videos. I feel like I'm at 150 or 140 something. I want to crank out. I want to try and get to 200 videos. I probably can't, but I'm gonna try my hardest, because especially when now that I'm posting like these short form videos, right? We'll get to that as well. I keep saying I'm gonna talk about it. I will. I would say my school type fell under the normals. What the hell is a normal? What is that? Nah, put clothes on that. What's a normal? Remember, I gave you specific archetypes. Whether you were okay, let's do that. Let's go through them again. Nerd, loner, prankster. Prankster and class clown don't have to be the same thing, but class clown, the athlete, the popular person. What else? What I gave some really good archetypes. I don't know what a normal is. You're gonna have to give me something else. Like, for real, what does that even mean? But yeah, normals are kids that are unknown. If you're unknown, then you're an unknown. A normal, that's crazy. Like, is that a thing? Like, is that actually a term here? Like, did I just miss that one? And normals are kids that are unknown. So basically, you were like a loner, or you had friends, or you had like a group of friends that were all unknown. How does that work? But yeah, alright, fair enough. I guess I sort of was in multiple archetypes at once. I wouldn't say I was class clown. I wouldn't call myself a nerd either, but I was very smart and I did very well, so very sociable. Like, I will say that. Like, school was very fun to me. Like, school was a whale of a time. I know some people, like, school was like a very bad time in their life. They were bullied, and that's like a real thing. Like, for real, I know it can get real bad, and it can be a real lonely and testing time being in school. But I'm pleased to say I wasn't one of those kids. Like, I actually enjoyed school a lot. Would I say school years were the best years of my life? No, I wouldn't say they were the best, just because you were still a kid. There were still like limits to what you could do, but they were pretty like that's the thing as well. I'm very thankful I had one of those childhoods where I was very happy. I just had a happy childhood. Like, it was a very good childhood. I don't think I fit into a mold. You're just doing this on purpose now, aren't you? You gotta fit some kind of archetype at school. There are only a few of them. I was kind of friends with everyone. The popular one. There you go. That's it. It's settled. You can tell me you don't fit any of those molds. What are you talking about? But I was the head girl at my school. She also low-key a nerd as well. They don't just make anyone head girl. They don't make the funniest person at school head girl. You gotta have something. Okay, head girl, yeah. I was also smart, but not studious. I don't believe that. Just admit you were the nerd. You were a nerd at school. You were. Did you have pigtails? Do you wear pigtails at school? School days. But I also used to get into a lot of trouble, so I was a bit of everything. Yeah, you do seem kind of bad breed still. I can see them vibes there. Look how long it took you to come up with an icebreaker. Yeah, I can see that. True. Fro was an athlete. That's what you were. You come tell me about you were unknown. Right. You lot are hiding, man. Like, why don't you lot want to own your school identities? Who else is in here? Because that was a good icebreaker, by the way. Although everyone else hasn't say what who would play you in a movie. Right. So if you used to run, don't that make you an athlete? And especially if you're known at school for that. Why you don't want to accept your archetypes, man? We have Miss Popular over here who's playing that she weren't popular. And we have Miss Athlete over here who's pretending she weren't an athlete in school. Come on now. Own your shit, people. I used to get in trouble at school as well, but the trouble I used to get in was not really real trouble, it was artificial trouble. It's where someone has an issue with you and it's like they'll come up with any excuse to make it a thing. Even if it has nothing to do with you. To be honest, I felt I was a mashup of many things. Oh, that's okay. Then say those instead of to say that I was a normal. Normal ain't no. That wasn't one of the options provided at the time. I was good at art, so art too, so arty. We're not gonna put art. I did miss the art type. You're right. I did. That was my bad. There were some dope artists in school, for real. Like for real. You know, where you're like, well, I thought that's what they would go on to become. Especially things like technical drawing, and yeah, when we did have arts and crafts where they have to do like drawing still life and they just put a plant down and tell you to draw it, like no instruction. That's what I remember about school in Jamaica, right? It's frightening how many of these, for all the great teachers we had, like really good teachers who would teach you stuff, there were also a great many who I feel like they were stealing a wage. I feel like they were cowboys. Like, they're not showing you what to do, they're just expecting you to just know how to do shit. And if you have a parent that's in the school system and stuff, that's great. Like in these situations, you know what to do. Or if your father's an electrician, then in the electrical class, then you're gonna know what to do. If you come from a family of carpenters and you've been in the carpenting shop, then you know what to. You know what I mean? Like you know what is what. And these people will teach you nothing and expect you to know everything. The only thing that was funny was you almost could buy yourself a grade in those. Like, when you got the coursework, all you had to do was photocopy. Like, teachers used to be very impressed that you would pay money to photocopy your work from a textbook because it proved that you did research. It's like, I just don't want to write this shit. Like, how much is it? Yeah, I'll photocopy that. And then you put it in there and you present it all nicely. And the real mark winner, have one of these very nice, not this generic, you know that plastic sleeve? No, do not use a plastic sleeve. No. Give it to them in a nice looking cover. Chef's kiss. I guarantee you pass. I had all the tricks in school. The one thing you could never cheat your way around or like kind of trick and manipulate your way around was art. You either had it or you don't. Art was like I feel like art was the one thing that was sort of humbling to me, because even though I'm an artist and I see things and I craft images and I play with colors and stuff, school had me feeling like there was no artistic bone in my body. So I feel like I feel like it was because they never really spent any time teaching us stuff. You know, it's just they leaned on the people that had artistic talent, and then oh my gosh. And then the girls, see, again, this is all, it's funny how you notice things, but you don't really notice things growing up. The girls would get better grades based on how they react with the teacher. Very problematic now remembering all of this stuff, but yeah. I used to think it was peculiar that people who couldn't draw as well as I could were getting like 20 and 30% more than me in tests. Like, what the actual what? And then you're like, they spend a lot of time around the art department. But yeah, anyway. I guess we're at the point now where, you know what I mean, like a lot more things are known and spoken about, and a lot more people get in trouble for going against the things that are known and spoken about now. Because yeah, back then, like I said, regular you would see these teachers dating these kids, because that's what they were. They were children. They weren't ready for all of that. And yeah, it would the benefit to them would be better grades in those subjects, and you know, you get to actually hang around the art department, be around older people. I mean, it's sort of like a prestige to it, but the prestige it comes at too high of a price. You're not supposed to be around those people. You're not supposed to be doing the things that they're most likely going to be suggesting you do to hang around them. So yeah, I remember feeling like it wasn't right, but never having the words to express it because I didn't really know. But then now you're grown up, you're like, you know what's going on. I wasn't popular, wasn't part of that specific group, but I was friends with those kids. Same way I was tight with the nerds, etc. So that makes you popular. If you're known amongst two groups, better than be known in one, right? Just don't fight it. You were popular, man. Cha. You're still like trying to like resist it. Why? What's for dinner, bro? Is it Lamb Wednesdays? You'll have a good lamb on Wednesday, right? Nah, popular kids were a specific group. I don't know how to explain it to you. I don't care how you explain it. If you're known in two groups, it's better than being known in one. You said you were friends with the people that were popular and you were friends with the nerds. That makes you popular too. You don't want it. You don't want to sound mainstream. You're trying to be a hipster about it, but it is what it is. You were popular too. I'm so sorry to break that to you. Who said I wanted to be known? You just said you were known, so you wanted to be known. How did you become known if you didn't want to be known and then you ended up known anyway? So I guess you were a known or an unknown known. I don't know, but you know. First of all, I was head girl, so everyone don't know who the head girl of their school is. Exactly. Everyone knew me by default. Again, Miss, I'm not popular, says everyone knew me by default. I rest my case. Dinner will be takeout. Still not 100%. We have an Indian or Indian Jones. Or is it Chinese? What's it gonna be? Or Turkish. Turkish food. I feel like Turkish food is underrated. I do feel like their food is underrated. Their food is good. I reckon like outside of, you know what I mean, Caribbean, West African food. Obviously, I feel like, yeah, Turkish is pretty much up there. And then I've got Turkish food ahead of Lebanese food. The only reason is Lebanese food feels like an expensive snack. Like, it's expensive, it tastes nice, but that shit is not filling. Like, it's never been filling to me. Or maybe just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've just never been to one that, like, when I've had Turkish food, I've been like, yo, you lot, well done. Like, this is the portion. This is the portion.